Hey YouTube, what's going on everybody? This is Michael Gilson. I'm here once again with the Neverland Kitchen. So today we're going to be starting a new series of videos. There's going to be 4 videos to this series, and we're going to be tailoring it all around sauces. That's right, we're going to be teaching you how to do sauces for the next 4 episodes, learning about some different techniques and things that come with the properties of making sauces. Today what we're going to be putting in is a sauce that I love. It is a peanut curry sauce that you use in Thai food, but it's going to be crossed with some other ingredients with Japanese udon noodles, so it's kind of a half-breed dish, but the sauce itself is very Thai. It's very flavorful. It has that good creamy peanut butter taste to it, while it's got that Thai curry spice with a lot of cumin and turmeric and things like that, garlic. It's absolutely delicious. I've made this several times at home. I've had friends come over and they've eaten it and they can attest to you that it's absolutely delicious. Matter of fact, they're probably watching this video right now. So since that is happening, if you don't mind, go down there to that comment section, leave a little comment about having this dish before over here at my house. If not, you can just leave a comment anyway and ask a question about the dish. I'm more than happy to answer the questions. I'm always here for you. So here are the ingredients that we need to make this sauce. First, you're going to need some chicken broth. You're going to need heavy whipping cream. You're going to need turmeric, garlic powder, cumin, regular old peanut butter. This is very generic, Kroger grocery brand peanut butter. Some roux, which if you don't know what roux is, we'll get into that on another episode. And some diced chicken, which I already made up, grilled it and sauteed it and diced it just so that we can move it out of the video and get past this, because we're not talking about the chicken, we're talking about the sauce. All right? All right, so here we go. We want to turn our heat on, medium level. You can go a little bit high with sauce. You don't have to go real high because you don't want it to burn, boil, and go crazy, but you can turn it up just a little bit. That way you can actually get this to work and do it and get it done with. A lot of people will tend to put the heat too low and then it takes forever to get the sauce done. You just want to get the sauce done and be ready. That's how quick it can be done. So first we're going to take our heavy whipping cream here, and it all depends on exactly how much you want to make, how much you're serving, things of that nature. And so I'm going to do just about two cups of heavy whipping cream. Now you might want to do a saucepan. If you want to take it a little bit easier, doing it in a saucepan, doing it in a saucepan, you can do it to where you can have a little bit more control, taking a little bit longer to make your sauce, things like that. It actually takes longer for a saucepan to heat up because it's taller, there's not as much heat surface. So right now, with a wider pan like I'm using right now, there's a lot of heat surface, there's a lot of area for this heat to really come up and make it get hot quick. I'm very skilled with this, so I'm okay with doing it. Some people might get a little nervous and they want to use a saucepan or something like that, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but this makes it much easier for me to do. We're going to use a half cup of chicken broth. We're going to use about a half a pound of peanut butter. So first we want to get the peanut butter and the whipping cream to heat up, melt the peanut butter down. This is going to make a thick cream. Now, here's the thing about cream sauces, and this is the whole point of this entire lesson right here. You ready? When you do cream sauces, you have to make your cream sauce thick and ready for additives before you can put your additives in, because, and I'll tell you why, if you do it before it's thick and ready to just be a base of a cream, you're going to break the cream down. If you're using milk, milk breaks down a lot faster. That's why I use heavy whipping cream whenever I'm making a good cream sauce like this. I never use anything but heavy whipping cream for my own personal preference, just because I know that I don't have to worry about the dangers of it breaking and curdling or turning gritty and things of that nature. What I want to do is use heavy whipping cream all the time, put in the heavy whipping or the heavy creamy ingredients, like the peanut butter is quite okay to use first. You want to definitely put in the creaminess stuff first and get it going so that it's nice and thick. So now we want to bring this to a boil, because you see it's starting to become to a boil. This is when you want to thicken your sauce. This is when your cream sauce needs to be thickened. You don't want to thicken it before it boils, because you don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, how thick it will actually be. So you kind of have to gauge and guess. When you do it by heat and get it to a boiling temperature, you know that your roux is going to melt properly, the flour is going to disperse properly, and the butter and the fat and everything is going to make it thick exactly the way you want it to. If you wait, or if you try to do it too fast before it boils, then once you actually heat up the sauce to a temperature that you want for your food, it might turn up too thin or even more thick than you would think. So your best bet is to just get it up to a boil first, and then you're going to put your roux in. Now, you're probably going to ask, well, how much roux is he going to put in there? We don't know how much it's going to take. Well, it really depends on how much sauce you're making. It's a hard thing to really judge. I hate these recipes when you open up a recipe book and they say, and you need 4 tablespoons of roux, or you need a half cup of roux. You don't know. It really depends on your style and your technique of how you want to cook. How thick do you want your sauce to be? And that's one of the whole reasons that we're doing the show, is for you to develop, judge and learn for yourself exactly how you want your food to taste, so that you have a recipe that is all unique to yourself, it's your own cooking skill. So now that I've added the roux, we're going to stir this up real good. I can just smell the peanut butter coming out of there. It's just so creamy and yummy. So yeah, so here once again, we've got this nice, thick, and creamy sauce, and we're ready to put in our spices and other ingredients. So I like this to be pretty full of flavor. I'm running right now, I've got a half a cup of cumin in here, but we're not going to use that much, just because when I measured it out, I wasn't exactly sure how much I was going to make of this sauce. So we're going to use about 1/4 of a cup of cumin. And here is our turmeric. I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons. Now, I know it looks like I'm just taking it straight out of the jar and throwing it in here. I'm trained enough that I know exactly how much I'm putting in. I've done it enough times. Like I said, I make this recipe all the time here at the house, and the family loves it. Now, check this out. Look at the color of that. Turmeric, if you've never used turmeric before, it stains. Oh my gosh, turmeric stains so bad. Do not get this on your clothes. If you get on your hands, it's gonna take, a good scrubbing to get the stuff out of your hands. You're gonna have this yellow stain on your hands, on your skin. This stuff stains like crazy. But if you notice, it's starting to look a whole lot more like Indian and Thai food, isn't it? It's starting to get that creamy yellow color to it. And the more and more you stir, the more and more yellow it's gonna get. And then the last spice we're gonna put in on this is, of course, our garlic powder. Now, everybody wants a ton of garlic in their food, right? Who doesn't love garlic in their food? So we're gonna do about the same amount of garlic as we did to our cumin. We're going to use about close to 1/4 a cup, not quite. We don't want it too garlicky. You really want to have that garlic flavor, but you don't want to overmaster yourself. It's not Italian food, right? Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Doesn't that look delicious? Creamy and thick, and it's got all that yummy goodness in it. If you take a piece of chicken, dip your chicken in there. Try it out. That's good. Now, for me, I gotta tell you, personally, I think I need a little bit more cumin in there. My own personal taste. we'll add just a little bit more turmeric. So by my voice, from what I've been explaining as far as making the sauce, I'll go ahead and just up it on the text there, the video, where I have kind of like the recipe right down. This way, you can write down exactly what it is that I'm gonna have as my final result here. Now, some of you may be looking at me now and going, "Oh, he's messing up his own recipe." Not really. See, the thing is that when you're cooking, you need to try and test and taste, develop your palate, decide what it is what you like. You know, if you don't think there's enough garlic in here, throw in some more garlic. If you don't think there's enough turmeric or cumin, throw in some extra turmeric or cumin. If you think that you don't like those spices very much, and there's something that's hard for you to handle, and you don't like Indian food, then don't make this recipe. Just scratch it and throw it off the table, because you won't enjoy it. But this is something that I absolutely adore. I think it's absolutely delicious. As a matter of fact, I think what I need, and I know you're probably gonna hate me because I am not the healthiest person when it comes to cooking. I'm not the guy that's gonna sit here and teach you Whole30, all old caveman, this is what you need to eat type food. You know, I'm the guy that goes, hey, I've got this really good recipe. It's freaking delicious and you're gonna enjoy it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in here. Do a little bit of my own seasoning of the salt. Now it's time to assemble our dish. Here is steamed udon noodles. You'll find this in Japanese soups. You'll find it in stir fry and all kinds of other Japanese dishes. I love udon. Okay, so now we're looking at putting our sauce on. I'm just gonna take the sauce, I'm gonna lightly put it over it. It's kind of like putting spaghetti together, isn't it? Looks a lot like putting spaghetti together. We're gonna do that, all right? Then we're gonna take our diced chicken, and I put the diced chicken over the top like this. Okay, so you can see it there. Then on top of that, we're gonna use a little bit of that chili powder that I used before, just to give it some color, not enough to make it more hot. I mean, it's gonna make it hot because this is real deal. But look at the coloring on that contrast of that red on with that yellow cumin and turmeric. That sauce just looks amazing. And then, just to make this dish look extra pretty and beautiful, I picked out some Thai cinnamon basil out of my personal garden in the backyard. And we're gonna stick that right down the center of the chicken there. And we have a beautiful peanut curry chicken sauce over the top of our udon grilled chicken. A little bit of spice and a lot of beautifulness on the basil. So, once again, thank you for joining us at the Neverland Kitchen. Please try this out. You'll love the dish. I promise it'll turn out great. Just follow the recipe guidelines that I put on there. But the sauce, the most important lesson today is that you always want to get your cream sauces thick before you add your flavorings and your ingredients so that it doesn't break. That's the big thing. Bring it up to a boil, then make it thick, then cool it down, add your stuff in, and you're gonna be good to go, okay? That's the way you wanna do it. So once again, today's sauce was the peanut curry with the chicken and the udon noodles. Oh man, I can't wait to bite into this. Doesn't this look fantastic? Look at that. Oh. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Oh. Subscribe down below. Make sure you leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching the Neverland Kitchen, where you never grow up and you always play with your food.